Commander Elena Vasquez stared at the holographic display floating above the archaeology lab's central console, her weathered hands trembling slightly as she processed what they had discovered. The ruins of Kepler 442b stretched endlessly across the planet's barren surface, another dead civilization added to humanity's growing catalogue of extinct species. "This makes 17, whispered Dr. Marcus Thompson, the expedition's lead xenoarchaeologist, as he carefully translated the final hieroglyphs etched into the crystalline monument before them. 17 different civilizations, spanning 12,000 years of galactic history. The message was always the same, carved in stone, burned into metal, or encoded in quantum crystals: they guard something worse." Elena had spent the last 3 decades of her life commanding deep space archaeological expeditions, uncovering the remnants of civilizations that had risen and fallen long before humanity had even discovered fire. Each discovery had revealed the same haunting pattern: advanced societies that had reached the stars, only to suddenly vanish, leaving behind a single warning about Earth. "The quantum dating confirms it," Thompson continued, his voice barely audible in the sterile chamber. "The Zephyrians wrote this message approximately 8,000 years ago, right before their civilization collapsed. Just like the others." Elena walked closer to the monument, studying the intricate symbols that somehow always conveyed the same terrifying message, regardless of the species that created them. The translation algorithms had taken years to perfect, but the meaning was unmistakable across every dead world they'd explored. "Commander," called Lieutenant James Park from his position at the communications array. "We're receiving another transmission from the Deep Space Monitoring Station. It's about the anomaly." The anomaly. That's what they called the region of space surrounding Earth's solar system. A zone where faster-than-light travel became increasingly difficult the closer one approached humanity's home world. Most spacefaring civilizations had attributed it to natural phenomena, gravitational distortions, or magnetic field fluctuations. Now they knew better. "What does the report say?" Elena asked, though she already suspected the answer. "The containment field is weakening, ma'am. Our xenobiologists estimate we have maybe 50 years before complete failure." Elena closed her eyes, feeling the weight of cosmic responsibility settling on her shoulders. Humanity had always wondered why they seemed to be alone in a universe that should have been teeming with life. The answer had been hiding in plain sight for millennia. Earth wasn't humanity's cradle, it was their prison. The archaeological evidence painted a terrifying picture. Countless civilizations had discovered Earth eons ago, back when proto-humans were still developing consciousness. They had found something there, something so dangerous that it required an eternal vigil. The ancient species had worked together, using technology beyond current human comprehension, to construct a barrier around the solar system. Not to keep things out. To keep something in. "The biological scans from the Mars excavation arrived this morning," Thompson said quietly, pulling up another holographic display. "The samples from beneath Olympus Mons. Commander, whatever they contain down there, it predates human evolution by millions of years." Elena studied the genetic sequences floating before her, alien DNA that shared impossible similarities with human chromosomes. The implications were staggering. Humanity wasn't the dominant species on Earth, they were the descendants of something far older, something that the galaxy's greatest civilizations had deemed too dangerous to exist freely. "Sir," Park interrupted again, his face pale. "Priority transmission from Earth. The deep mining operations in Antarctica have broken through into a previously unknown chamber. They're requesting immediate evacuation protocols." Elena felt her blood run cold. The warnings weren't about what humans might become, they were about what humanity had always been, lying dormant beneath the surface, waiting for the barriers to fail. As she looked out at the ruins of yet another civilization that had sacrificed everything to maintain the prison, Elena realized that humanity's greatest enemy had never been external. It had been sleeping beneath their feet all along, and after millions of years, it was finally beginning to wake up.